Welcome to Garden Wise Adventures. My name is Malie, and today we're going to do another Plant of the Week video. Now, I live in Utah Zone 6/7. We're in the middle of January. Actually, it's the end of January, very last day of January, matter of fact. And we are living through one of the warmest, driest winters ever. Now, normally I reserve Plant of the Week videos for the growing season. And the last growing season, I focused on flowering perennials that are drought tolerant because Utah is a desert here and we really need to be conscientious on how much water we use. And it's going to be more important the further we get down the line. Now, I wanted to show you some grasses that I use, and this is the perfect time of year because grasses help provide winter interest here in Utah. Let me show you some of the grasses that I have and how they impact my landscape. So this is a view of my landscape at the end of January in a very warm, dry year, but it hasn't changed much from previous years. This is pretty much what it looks like minus the snow. And there's several grasses that I use to give me interest in the spring, summer, fall, and winter. And I'm going to cover one each, for the next several weeks. So let's focus on the first one, which is the smallest. And this is Blue Fescue. Now, Blue Fescue can grow most places. It is hardy from zones 3 through 9, I think. And it's a beautiful, extremely easy, low-growing perennial that gives a lot of color and texture. Now, it is low-growing, so it is excellent for small spaces and for minimal impact. It doesn't give as much impact as its neighbor, which is the blue oat grass right here. But it does give some beautiful visual interest. Now, it does like drier areas, and if you have an area where it really thrives and gets the exact right conditions, it will grow fast enough that it will open up in the center and need to be divided every few years. This one is 5 years old, and I've never had to divide it. And this is the size that it's grown and the shape that it's grown. I never cut it back. Doesn't need to be cut back, so it is one of the lowest maintenance plants I have on my property. I don't even need to comb through it. My blue oat grass, on the other hand, needs to be combed through in the spring. And we'll talk about that in the next video. So here's one of them. Here's another. And I'd like to repeat color and texture in various areas of my property. So we have another one here and another one on this side. Now, it does flower. It does send up flowers, although it didn't do that this year. But on good years, it will send up flowers, which the spikes are quite pretty. But I tend to cut them back really early. And I didn't need to cut them back this year because they didn't appear for some reason. So last year's winter was pretty wet and cold. And the summer was moderate temperatures and it had a decent amount of precipitation. So I don't know if that played a factor in it, but in previous years it shot up flower stalks and I have had to cut those back. Now, in my experience, Blue Fescue has not reseeded itself. It doesn't seem to be invasive in my area, but I'd love to hear if it's invasive in other areas. It also does not need any fertilizer and does not like fertilizer and needs very little water. Mine gets watered once every week to 2 weeks. But there are certain spots where I've had to water plants, especially newly planted plants or plants that have a little higher water needs. I have had to water those areas more, and the Blue Fescue did not seem to like that as much. Matter of fact, I lost one on another area of my property. Now, they do divide easily, and so if you want more of them, you can take a clump, divide it up, and move it around. There's lots of different varieties with different colors. There's actually even a green fescue that looks like the Blue Fescue. Now, I'd love to hear where you are living, how Blue Fescue does in your area, and if you've found any detriments to it or what your favorite things are about it. So hopefully this video has been helpful to you. If it has been helpful, I hope you like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and go have a wonderful garden adventure.